Negotiations would have made sense a year ago, certainly 5 years ago. Negotiations to do what? No enrichment of uranium, limit the missile program, and number 3, no support to proxies. If we got a deal like that in those days, that all would have made some sense, because then we could have waited out and seen what happened. If we go and make a deal with the Iranians today, what are we really doing? We're extending the life of the regime. We're extending it. We're throwing them a lifeline. And it's a gut punch to the protesters. Protesters don't care about the nuclear deal. They care, what are they really in the street willing to die for? We think now tens of thousands have died. The high end is maybe even 30,000.
Wow.
That is staggering. And it shows the desperate need of the regime in terms of stopping that protest, because it was threatening their survival. So what we're actually dealing with here is the passing up the opportunity. There is an historic opportunity here to set the conditions through a military strike that puts the regime on the pathway to collapse. The Israelis recognize this, and this is why there's so much delay taking place to bring in robust resources to do something that's decisive. It's not going to be like an invasion of Iraq, Afghanistan, or Haiti, or Panama, where there are ground troops on. There's always going to be a degree of uncertainty to it.
Yeah.
But we have to use our judgment and President Trump's instincts here, and also some spine, dealing with that ambiguity. But we know for a fact that based on what events are in front of us, the regime is the weakest it's ever been. A military strike will weaken that regime further, create divisiveness inside of the regime itself. How long are we going to put up with the mullahs doing this when they're putting so much at risk for ourselves and our way of life? I'm talking about the elites that keep the regime propped up. That is the opportunity. It is a paradigm shift. President Trump, if he achieves this end, which I think is possible while he's president, he will have changed the Middle East for decades to come.